Now we're a little bit lower on the slope. We've just walked through this mature northern hardwoods, and I wanted to stop here just because this is an example. This tree right in front of me is a white birch that's still alive. So some of it is broken out, but it's one of the bigger white birches you'll ever see. All right, so you can see one of the forks has recently broken out and is on the ground around us. But the other forks are still alive. This tree is probably, I don't have my diameter tape with me, but probably close to 30 inches in diameter, somewhere between 26 and 30 inches in diameter at breast height. One of the oldest and largest white birches you're going to see on our landscape. They don't normally get to be this large, although they can get to be, you know, between 1 foot and 20 inches in diameter. To see one this large is really unusual. Even though it's beginning to die, it's still alive, and still a neat feature on this landscape. At one point in time, this was all cleared for agriculture, so pasture most likely, but there's a series of stone walls through here. If you can see kind of through the woods behind me, we're not going to walk up that way, but there's some white pines about 50 yards away. Those are a remnant. Those are old field white pines. They had seeded in some time ago when these pastures were abandoned, and now they're 80 or 90 feet tall, and some of them are 2 feet in diameter. So it's a really mature old field white pine stand, and it's a really neat spot. Usually moist. There's some little spring runs, streams that are on either side of this little peninsula. We're going to walk this way and look at a little bit more moose sign. So again, cherries, which are a very shade intolerant species, so they give us a sense of about how old this stand is. These cherries are all, most of them are rather large, so I'm thinking 80 to 120 years old. Some of these big old white pines, like this one behind us. There's a big white ash. Some more wolfy, multi-stemmed pines and cherries through here. Now we're on kind of the back side of this wetland area where moose can cool off during warm spells. There is a bit of a moose wallow down here that my dog usually finds. Sorry about that. Don't always want her to get soaking wet. Ah, there it is. Just around these trees. You spot that. And sometimes sea animals have wallowed in. Right here especially. Just a deeper pool on the edge of this little alder swamp. That moose, usually in the warm weather, there's a lot of moose sign coming in and out of this little pocket at the bottom of the hill. Now that we've had some rain and there's moisture on the hills all over, moose might be a little more dispersed. Here's another feature on the landscape. I'm gonna pause this video and start a new one as we talk about this.